Okay, so the next question I chose was, what three websites do I frequent most? First and foremost, I would have to say Twitter, and not only because I like to see what, Joe Schmucktelli is doing at the time, but because I like to get news updates on Twitter. In fact, the reason I caved in the first place and got Twitter 2 years ago was for my international relations class in school. My professor said we needed it to know what's happening around the world at all times to be in IR. So another perfect example of the importance of Twitter is the tragedy that happened at the Boston Marathon. And so I work in the White House, in the Office of Presidential Correspondence. And in that specific office of the White House, we're kind of sheltered. We're not, we're not in the West Wing. We're not seeing what Obama's doing every second of the day. So most of the time we're pretty in the zone and focused on our work, not really distracted with the outside world. And it actually wasn't until I checked my Twitter timeline and saw all the posts about what was happening in Boston that I even knew what was going on. So I told my advisor and everyone, we stopped what we were doing, and shortly after we were briefed on the situation and told to leave and go home because they had to close down Pennsylvania Ave for security reasons. But I mean, we probably would have been told rather shortly after, but it was cool. Well, not cool because of the situation, but it's interesting, that because I had Twitter, I found out so soon. So Twitter would definitely be where I frequent most. Secondly, I'd have to say Pinterest, because it's so inspirational. It has so many ideas and pictures, from home remedies to exercising techniques to inspirational quotes and beautiful photography. It may just be a girly thing, I don't know, but I recently got my dad hooked on it because he redid our kitchen, and it has tons and tons of interior design ideas. So I personally could spend hours on Pinterest. And lastly, I'd have to say PicMonkey. Not many people know about it, but it's for editing photos. And at my university that I go to, I'm the public relations director for my co-ed a cappella group, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm constantly taking photos and posting them to our Facebook and our Twitter and our Instagram and things like that. So PicMonkey is the editing site that I use, and it's a really, really awesome photo editing site. So yeah, those are about where I spend most of my time online.